What's up? It is your boy King Cunch here with the Nerds Underground on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday evening. And, you know, like I said, it's a beautiful Thursday evening because we got a lot of stuff to get into. We got the Madam Web, we got X-Men 97, we got Daredevil breaking records, but is it really breaking records? And we also got the Fantastic Four to talk about. So we got a whole bunch of stuff to get into tonight. So without further ado, let's bring in the best co-host on YouTube, my man's Justin. What's going on, partner?
What's up, man? It's a great time to be a Marvel fan.
Is it though? Is it though? I mean, look. First of all, how's your week been?
That's not too bad. Not too bad. Chilling, you know. Still running off the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl high. So
still running off that high. And by the way, prayers up to the Kansas City.
True.
It is a little bit of relief to know that this shit started over a dispute and it didn't start, wasn't somebody going out there just trying to spray
just
stuff
a planned shooting.
Yeah, that does bring a little bit of solace, but that shit's still wild, dog. It's still wild.
It's just weird. Yeah.
It's still wild. But look, either way, dog, man, this week been long for me, bro. I woke up this morning thinking it was Saturday. Like for a split second, I was like, why is my alarm going off? It's Saturday and it's fucking Thursday. But either way, though, like my man Dan the Man said in the chat, we are here. What is going on, Mr. Griffin? Chilling in the basement. Brooke Chin.
Chilling?
Is that Nerd Mafia in the building? Green
Nerd
Bear?
Mafia.
G Beezy? What is good, big dog? I hope you're doing well, man. Hey, look. Can I be real here, bro? I just got some shit I got to get on my chest, dog.
What is it?
It's about 14%. Something like, it's like 14%, something that's real light. 14 is low number. But this shit weighing heavy on my heart, dog. Like, it's weighing heavy on me, man.
Okay.
We aren't getting a special guest tonight, my man's Dan the Man. I apologize to say we're not getting another insider as a special guest tonight. But,
we good?
We good. Are you good? You bounced out. I don't know. I think I might have something to do with that. But either way, I might have something to do with that.
You trying to censor me?
I don't know. I don't know. It did it last time, remember? Ain't me.
Did.
But either way, bro, this bullshit right here, dog. Let's just go ahead and get this out the way. It's Thursday. This movie's coming out. People been putting out the reviews. People been talking about it. And I'm going to tell you the truth here, Justin.
Yes.
I ain't seen a damn positive thing about this damn movie, bro. We're at the point now to where, yeah, I'm definitely was never going to go see that movie. I definitely was never going to endorse that movie. We brought Geeky Cass in here. I wish he had seen this movie by now because I'll bring him back in here just to see if he changed his mind. And knowing just to know what I know a little bit about Geeky Cass, he likes to be a little, he's one of those people. I mean, I fuck with Ryan's cool dude, whatever. But he's one of those people who, how do you say it, contrarian, goes against the grain. When you hear somebody say Spider-Man 3 is the best Spider-Man, that's the type of vibe. You know what I mean? So like, I wonder if this movie was that bad enough for him to go with the rest of the crowd on this shit, right?
What was he? Would we say he's an optimist about this shit?
I wouldn't say. I don't even know if that's the right word. But I'm gonna have to bring him back in here on Monday to see what he really feels about this movie after he sees it this weekend. Because to be real, I'm gonna have to ask somebody because I damn sure, especially after these reviews, especially after 14%, I'm not watching this shit.
And bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was looking hard for like a positive review on YouTube at least.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not easy.
Pimping ain't easy, and neither is finding a positive review on Madam Web. And I'm gonna be real, Sony thought that they was gonna pimp out Sydney Sweeney. Sony thought that they was gonna pimp out Dakota Johnson. Sony thought they was gonna pimp out the homegirl with the afro in the 2000s. To be real, won't nobody wearing the afro in the 2000s. Can we just point that out?
Bro, okay, can we also point out how they have this old ass car that looks like it's for sure not a 2003 car. Like 2003, they at least started trying making aerodynamic cars.
Like, dog, all of that shit, right? Look, I'm gonna be real. I gotta get it off my chest. This needs to be fucking it for Sony. This needs to be it. You got Craven coming out. I don't care if Craven is even a fucking 3, bro. I don't care if it's even semi-decent, dog. This needs to be it for Sony. if you are somebody who works for Sony, if you are somebody who is an executive on the board or whatever it is that's cutting Amy Pascal's checks at Sony, I'm ashamed to say you need to be speaking the fuck up because you are really out here losing money. Like I don't know how they are even continuing to make money at this point, bro. Like is money even a thing to them at this point? Because when you think about it, the best movies they got coming out is the animated shits. And we all know the animated shits ain't making no damn money.
Animated shit and then stuff with Marvel.
Animated shit ain't making no money. Marvel stuff, I think they only get what, like 75% of, right?
Well, I mean, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, but it's when you got $1 billion movie coming out and you putting that big ass budget into it, that 75, that $1 billion that you might get off of No Way Home drops down to 750,000. So is that even
they
really
made a
as
lot
much
of
to
money
disperse
though
around that
compared to they made a lot of money for Across the Spider-Verse though, right? They had to.
They made like a $500 million.
Yeah,
They made like a $500 million.
That movie was only like $100 million to make.
They made like a $500 million. But at the end of the day, they put $100 million into this shit. Like my man chilling in the basement said, all Madam Web needs is $200 billion to break even. Across the Spider-Verse didn't even break a bill. It didn't. It broke. It got close to $500 million. I mean, you wouldn't expect an animated movie to get a bill.
It had like 700. Right?
Spider-Man, they get money off merchandise. Do they get money off merchandise, or do they own the merchandising rights? I thought the merchandising rights went to Disney because Disney has the TV rights for sure. Disney has TV rights over Spider-Man. That's how they're able to do Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. That's how they're able to do this show that's coming out on Disney Plus. Disney got the TV rights. They got the merchandising and all that stuff.
Holy shit.
So, movie merch. Okay, movie merch. Gotcha. Look, all this to say at the end of the day, I hope this shit here. What's going on, Zach? Cyber Coastal, Mr. Griffin. I think I said what's up to you earlier. All this to say, chilling in the basement. Maybe I didn't say what's up to y'all. I feel like I didn't say what's up, but what's up, y'all? All that to say, this better be the last fucking straw. This better be the straw that breaks the damn camel's back. Coming out with Kraven, cool. Let Kraven be the New Mutants. Let Kraven be the motherfucking Snyderverse. I mean, the motherfucking Flash movie, right? Let Kraven be whatever it is that puts a nail in the coffin in the franchise. Let that be it. Because all I want to say is, all they got is Across the Spider-Verse in movies that Marvel is so gracious to let them make. At the end of the day, if I'm playing chess, I would set myself up in the MCU to be able to go 7 years without a Spider-Man movie. That's not as bad as what people think. That's not as bad as what it sounds like. 7 years without a Spider-Man movie is something that we've done already. And if you wrap up Tom Holland's story, I'm fine with going 7 years with getting X-Men, with getting Fantastic Four, which we got to get into because what the fuck is Pedro doing on there? And whatever they do with these new rebooted Avengers. I am fine. If you give me a reboot, I'm fine with waiting 7 years for this to happen. And the reason why I say 7 years because that seems to be the movie cycle. All I'm getting at is, Sony, wake the fuck up. If you want to keep the Spider-Man stuff, if you want to keep your fans in the fray, stop giving us this bullshit. Stop trying to do things on your own and just partner up with Marvel. Let Marvel take control. Make your money off Marvel. Continue doing what you do best, the video games. The video games are slapping. Even though I'm pissed off at the video games right now because I don't got my new game plus mode, Sony. And to be real, the gameplay was dope as fuck. But even though you got people paying extra for some trash ass suits on Spider-Man. Look, Sony, you can get all the work right now because you open yourself up to this with a 14% Rotten Tomato rating on a movie that we all know should have never been made. On a movie that we all know you wouldn't want to step into. Captain Zach, my man Zach says, I saw it last night. I give it a 4 out of 10. That's the highest score on this shit I've seen all day. And look, the audience score is a 57.
That's bad, too. That's bad.
That's below failing, bro. An F is what's an F these days? Because I know they give 60. Kids. Yeah, I was about to say, I know they give kids. Back in my day, an F was a 67. Now these kids get to drop all the way down to 60, bro. And they probably got the
Yeah.
curve on that shit. Even if you give this shit the curve, pause, it's
It still ain't passing.
it still ain't passing. It still ain't slapping. It still ain't smacking. So all that to say, Sony, get your shit together. Listen to Kevin Feige. Do what Kevin Feige wants. I guarantee you, if you made a Madam Web movie that's connected to the MCU and you let Sony put his hands on it, he could have done something very special with Madam Web. But y'all decided to not even connect it to the one thing you got going for you, and that's Spider-Man.
As a matter of fact, they completely contradict it too, by the way.
Completely
Let's reiterate that.
They changed their mind.
Completely contradict Across the Spider-Verse. And dude,
well, it's a good thing it does because it's not connected apparently. Apparently, it was going to be marketed to be connected to Across the Spider-Verse. And again, shout out to my hood. I know y'all see me messing with it. I don't got a fucking haircut today because I've been so pissed off about this movie that I can't sit still in the barber chair to get my haircut. I need to hear someone at Sony say in Sony's side in power. I need to hear that someone on the Sony studio side in power is fired in the next year or two. That is absolutely facts. And you know what's bullshit? They still continue with Emeraldo.
Oh my gosh.
I'm hearing that they're taking Bad Bunny off of it. And to be real, I fuck with Bad Bunny. I mean, like, I don't necessarily say I'm a Bad Bunny fan. Just like the same way I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. But I understand Bad Bunny's influence. I understand Bad Bunny's, you know, he seems pretty decent to me. I liked him in Bullet Train. But that doesn't mean I want to go see Emeraldo. However, that's the biggest thing Emeraldo had going for it. So who else you going to get to be Emeraldo? You know who'd be a good person to be Emeraldo? The dude who played Oso in Snowfall. I don't know if you've seen Snowfall, but
no, I didn't.
the dude who played Oso. But at the end of the day, you don't make that movie. You don't make Emeraldo. And
Thanos would be a good one, so he could snap it out of existence. So.
That's facts. And you even have Dakota Johnson going out somewhere, and I'm not even going to take the time to pull it up, saying that she would appear in a Madam Web 2 sequel.
No.
I don't want to hear sequel come out. But at the end of the day,
she really say that?
She really said that. And at the end of the day, well, I really read that. I don't know if she really said that, but I really read that. Don't quote me on it. Don't take me to the bank on that bit. But at the end of the day, it wouldn't put it past me. I wouldn't put it past Sony. I wouldn't put it past Sony to come out here and make that movie. I wouldn't put it past Sony to be like, you like Madam Web? Well, get ready for Madam Web 2. I swear, bro. I swear.
Jesus,
you know, I might actually give Madam Web out as a gift to the people that I don't fuck with. I might really give it out. It might, like, if I don't fuck with you and I got like a short list of the people I don't fuck with, if I don't fuck with you, it's only a few. You getting Madam Web in your fucking inbox, in your fucking mailbox, whatever it is.
That's hilarious. Holy shit.
For Christmas. And I'm gonna make you waste. I'm gonna make you waste however long this movie is, 1 hour 57 minutes. I'm gonna make you waste that time because I'm that petty, and I hope you watch that shit. At the end of the day, that is evil. That's straight up diabolical, my dog. But at the end of the day,
ooh, good save.
But at the end of the day, that's what needs. That's the type of timing we on with this movie, and I ain't even watched it yet. I don't even care to see if it's that bad. I don't even care to go see it because it's a terrible movie. You know what I mean? At least
there's just no grace in this one.
It's no grace. It's no grace.
Zero grace of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Like for what's that movie? The Marvels.
Yep.
I gave Marvel the benefit of the doubt because at the end of the day, they deserve some bit of leeway. Sony, on the other hand, does not.
Not at all.
We've talked about it quite a bit. I'm all right with the first Venom movie.
Mm-hmm.
Second Venom movie, I can't stand it. Trash, in my opinion.
For sure. Booty cheeks.
Then what do we got?
We got Morbius.
Fuck. Morbius. I'm not seeing it.
I'm not going to.
Seeing it. Not going to.
Especially after this BS,
bad
bro.
things. And then for me, I reiterate this. Everybody that's a longtime watcher of us, the fact that we are literally supposed to be seeing.
I'm put you on big screen for this one because this your joint right here. This your joint right here. This will
next
get you going.
Week,
Tell them about it. Preach.
I'm over it.
Over.
I'm not giving them any type of leeway.
No fucks.
I refuse to go and watch a movie and spend almost 30 to 40 bucks on a movie.
Can't do it.
To go watch some bullshit.
Can't do it.
No. Look, look, Sony, hit me up when y'all actually get a Beyond the Spider-Verse going, because I'm willing to chill out then for that movie and that movie only. But Immorto, fuck no. You ain't seeing me even anywhere around.
And you want to know what's sad and what's terrible about this? The business is they're so diluted in their own farts. The business is so effed up. Like Venom 3 is going to do well enough to make them think they're doing good.
Exactly.
Venom 3 is going to do well enough to make them think they're doing good. Now, at some point, us as fans, what's going on, Jared? At some point,
what's up, Jared?
Trev, I don't even think I said what up to the man Trev in a bit. But at some point,
what's up, Trev?
Us as fans need to stand the fuck up. I know you can't get everybody on board, but bro, going to go see the movie just to go see the movie? These reviewers out here who get these passes, don't go. Don't go.
Weird.
Stop
it is
going.
Weird how universally at this point people are like, nah, this movie ain't it, bro.
Right. Like, bro, there's a time that money is power. Bro, we still be segregated if we don't want for the fucking money influencing that shit, bro. If it weren't for Rosa Parks sitting on that bus fucking up their money, we still be segregated because they ain't give a fuck about segregation. They give a fuck about their money. That's the only way you make change in this world is money. We're only a country because of the Boston Tea Party because we fucked with their money. So, bruh, let's Boston Tea Party Sony movies, dog. Let's take Sony movies, throw them shits in the harbor, and never watch them shits when they come out.
What sucks is, though, man, is Sony is gonna come out with Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yo,
and
okay, we're gonna enjoy that.
It's gonna bang.
But they don't got that much.
It's gonna bang.
They don't got that much longer.
I won't
though.
be able to stop it.
They don't got that much longer. They don't look. They running out of that story. That trick is gonna get old real soon after this next movie. Because we're gonna start, and you know what? What's sad about it? They're gonna pull out a Miles Morales movie. Like I'm saying this stuff, and I don't think there's a way out of it. Like I'm saying, let's not watch it, but at the end of the day, I'm going to go watch Across the Spider-Verse. Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, I'm 100%.
At the end of the day, they drop a Miles Morales movie. I'm going to go watch that jank as well. But for the love of God,
bro.
But for the love of God, just don't watch Venom. You know what? But it's fine. Hey, Justin, let me tone it down a bit, because you know what? If they can make good movies around Spider-Man, around Miles Morales, and Peter Parker, you know what? Support those shits, because that's what they should be doing. Here's the thing, Sony. The fact that you're making Sony isn't the issue. Sony, it is the fact that you are making Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man. And to be real, you're not even making, you can do it. If you did a movie about the Sinister Six, if you can't, look, bro, if you could have given me a solid Green Goblin movie, maybe. But to be real, that's not even juicy. There's nothing juicy about the characters you got outside of Spider-Man, and they don't effing learn. If anything, this would have been a movie to put a Peter Parker in. You don't even got to be Spider-Man. You put a Peter Parker in this movie, and it goes from being a 4 to maybe a 6. But at least then it doesn't taste like a pile of shit when you eat it, bro.
Well, bro, the only thing they have that goes for them right now is whenever they make live-action projects with Kevin Feige.
Yeah. That's
so if they don't let Kevin Feige have Miles Morales,
they're stupid, dog.
I'm gonna be very pissed off. It's gonna be, why are we playing games with the brother right now?
They straight stupid. That's what it is. It's straight stupidity. There's a whole bunch of stupid things in the nerdy world. Whole bunch of stupid things in the nerdy world. You see my Twitter. I said one of the stupid things that's out there in the nerdy world. Whatever Sony does is 3 times as stupid as anything else that's out there. It's a complete idiotic thing and a waste of money. Now, like I said, I'd give them a shot at a live-action Spider-Man. I would give them a shot at it. But all they get is one. They don't get no sequel.
They get one.
If you give me a live-action Spider-Man, whether it's Miles, whether it's Peter, that's it. And you want to know what I feel like is worse, Justin? Yeah. I feel like we're not that far away from a Gwen Stacy movie. And I'm going to be real here. That ain't it. That's not it. Gwen Stacy's cool. Look, it'd be the same thing as what they did with Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No,
My
no,
man's
no.
my man's Anthony Mackie is a sidekick. He was casted to be a sidekick. He was meant to be a sidekick. Falcon is a sidekick. Gwen Stacy is a secondary character. As cool as she is in the movie, and as cool as people seem to like her, I guarantee you they come out with a Gwen Stacy movie, it ain't gonna have no juice, bro. So at the end
Here's
of the
the
day,
thing.
they
I
gotta
think
stick to those
they
two.
can't do it. I think Sony can't do it,
Marvel.
because I
Look,
think if they, no, I think
what
Sony,
makes you think Marvel, MCU could even pull that off? And I know people say I don't know
because Black Widow's not that bad. Black Widow's not that bad.
but let's be real. Black Widow earned that credit and that great credit.
She
Now it's a good
did.
movie. It's a good
She
movie.
did.
And we're invested in Black Widow. She's got that story because of what they did in the MCU, like because of what they did in the MCU. Like we fuck with it for that reason. But I'm gonna be real here. The most of a Gwen Stacy movie that we should get is what we got in Across the Spider-Verse. I see Mr. Griffin say technically Across the Spider-Verse was a Gwen Stacy movie. Yeah, that's the most that we should get. I don't want to see that again though.
Yeah, because that one's shared. You don't, bro. It's shared. It's still very, very shared. I would say, with because that's still more of a Miles movie than hers.
And speaking of Gwen, it's just ridiculous that the first movie that you make that's live action that involves Spider Women.
It doesn't have fucking movie. Gwen or Issa Rae's.
Issa Rae. It doesn't have Spider Woman.
Oh my lord!
You telling me you got You telling me you got 5, 6, 11 Spider Women in one movie, but ain't one of them Jessica Drew, ain't one of them Stacy. I mean, ain't one of them Gwen Stacy.
I think if they go, like, say they do go ahead with a Gwen Stacy movie, which I'm on the same level. I don't want it if it's not with Kevin Feige. The reason why I have faith with Kevin Feige because I will down. I'm not going to down this hill, but I'm on that hill of Captain Marvel. If we don't have Brie Larson's kind of acting wild and weird and making cringe statements, we're over here like, okay, they're not that bad. Those movies aren't that bad. They're actually somewhat solid movies. I can get with a Gwen Stacy movie because there's a lot more juice you can have with that movie than they do with a Captain Marvel or a Black Widow movie. There's a lot more juice they can bring into that combo, into that movie.
I don't know. I don't really feel that. I hear what you're saying. I just don't feel like I've seen it, and maybe it's because what Sony has done. Maybe I'm scarred and scorned from what Sony has done, but I just don't see the juice being in the Gwen. Here's the thing: I only see juice in 2 characters. That's Miles and Peter.
Yeah,
and to be real, man, I hate to sound like that, but women to put stock in a women-led superhero movie is stupid at this point. To put stock in thinking that that's going to work with Captain Marvel, one, got $1 billion. And it's even to say that part of that billion likely comes from the fact that it came out before Endgame. Likely goes to the fact that it came out before Endgame. I don't think it was because a lot of the women was like finally a female superhero and like that's what caused it to be $1 billion. And I hear you, Nerd Mafia. My daughter has it too, but my daughter doesn't want to. I'm gonna be real here. The nerdy movies ain't the top priority for her. Like it's something cool for them, but it's not a Barbie. You know what I mean? It's not the priority. So I
think the reason why we are saying this about a woman-led movie, a woman-led superhero movie, is because I'm down for it, bro. I'm down for it. But they have not given us a good, well thought out movie. They dropped Black Widow 2 years too late because that movie should have been out before
she died.
Endgame. Yes. So what did they really expect for there to be with that one? I love that movie. That movie's not bad at all. But
it's a B movie.
Way late.
Movie gets a B. It gets a B.
Way too late when they released that movie. That movie should have been out.
That movie should have been out way before that happened. I know that's what he was about to say. I don't know why Justin keeps dropping out of here. I keep saying I'm going to switch this to OBS instead of Streamlabs.
Did it
But
just
I
kick
just
me
haven't
out
done
again?
it yet. It just kicked you out again. I'm going to file a ticket. That's what I'm going to do.
Bruh.
I'm going to report it to support.
What was I saying?
But it should have came out way before. It should have.
Yeah, it should have came out way before. I saw T-Rev just say Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman 1
the first
is the
one
best
was
one.
great. So good. Wonder Woman 2, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but here no there. They can do it. It's just they need to actually give good movies, good, well thought out woman characters. Again, I think Captain Marvel could have been one of those, but unfortunately, the actress got in her own way too.
She got in her own way. She got 2 left feet when it comes to this movie shit.
Yeah, she got in her own way. So it's like I can see if they do a well thought out woman Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy Spider-Man character. They didn't do that with this Madam Web movie. For damn sure they didn't do that.
You know what? Let me tone myself back because I did, like I said, Wonder Woman 1. Then, I did thoroughly enjoy the Marvels. I'm not saying I'm going back and watching it, but it was a decent watch. It wasn't like I hated it. It was a pretty good movie. Black Panther 2. As much as everybody seems to like feel a certain way because of what they did with each other and how they handled that stuff, to me, Black Panther 2 is a good movie. Hey, Coachella Cyber Coastal just put it in there. To me, Black Panther 2 is a good movie. Maybe it's more so because of the Black Panther moniker and just being nosy about what's going on. To me, they handled the situation well in that movie.
That's what it is because I'm not a
it's not because of Shuri.
I'm not.
It's not because of Shuri. I'll give it that.
Awesome.
But it is a female-led movie. And then when you look at Eternals, I would call Eternals a female-led movie.
It is. I would say so.
And Eternals to me is very underrated. Eternals to me is going to be a movie that's going to get an 8.
For me.
It's not.
No, that movie is not great.
How many times you watched that movie, Justin?
I've watched it at least twice.
Okay. I don't. Yeah. You made it to the end both times. Like, bro, to me, just even the ending of Eternals elevates it to another level. Like, I don't know. I really, really like Eternals. All that to say, they need to cut the shit with this.
Yeah, they do.
They need Sony and yourself cut the bullshit with this. Like, don't. The next live action movie you need to make doesn't need to be titled anything other than Spider-Man. That's at the end of the day. Doesn't need to be titled anything other than Spider-Man. That's the next next live action movie you need to make. I don't want a movie where Spider-Man is playing second fiddle to a villain. I don't want a movie where Spider-Man makes a cameo. I don't want a movie where Spider-Man just makes a reference. Just give me fucking Spider-Man. Just give me Spider-Man live action in your own universe, and you can make as much money as you want.
Dude, better yet, bro, no. Y'all have proven to me that y'all can't handle it. Fucking give Feige the keys. Y'all take
that's ultimately the best answer, but it's not what they're doing, Justin.
They need to. They've ran out of chances. This is done.
That's not what they're gonna do. Look, at the end of the day, like I said, if they don't want to give Feige the reins, Feige, pull that shit back, bro. Pull that shit back. Say bet. But y'all not gonna continue to fuck up our value. Because that's what they're doing. That's going to be the next part. They are, to these normie fans out here, all they're seeing is the Marvel studio. All they're seeing is the Marvel, not even Marvel Studios. All they're seeing is the Marvel logo that pops up on that movie and say, we're watching a Marvel movie. Bro, 75% of these motherfuckers, I don't even want to say that. I would say roughly, off the top of my head, I would feel safe to say 50% of these motherfuckers don't know the difference between the MCU and Marvel.
Bro, I've been saying this from like the start, the get-go. Like, that is the issue today. People like that's the other part. Sony literally will take barely any of the heat for this shit because it's gonna go on Marvel. It's gonna go on Marvel that they released a Madam Web movie that is absolutely trash. It's gonna go on them. It's not gonna go on Sony. It's gonna go on their money books, but it's not going on Sony's reputation. That is the dumbest part about this whole entire thing. Because Marvel has to take the brunt of all of it. I don't get it, but that's right there. That is right there alone. That I forgot who's put the article already putting it down as Marvel. I would literally, if I'm Kevin Feige, I'd walk into there and be like, "Hey, yo, y'all need to do something to highlight y'all's name, or else y'all need to come up with some type of money." And we need to get this settled to where we have the rights.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this: they need to just call that shit the SMC. Well, the SSU, the Sony Spider-Man, the SSU, I guess, Sony Spider-Man universe. I guess that's it. The Sony Spider-Man universe, because that's all that they like, bro. Again, don't mess with our shit. Now, look, at the end of the day, my man Feige is a genius.
Right.
My man Feige is a G. What's going on, Ray? What's up, Ray? What's going on, C-Dub? At the end of the day, my man Feige is a genius. And I'll tell you why here in a second. But let's get into some of these comments, because the chat been popping. The chat been jumping. Let me know in the chat right now. Do you want Sony to make another live-action movie? And if you do, what is it? The SS what? Yeah, bro. The SSU. Really, I should tell them the SMD for real, because with this BS, I ain't paying to go see a movie, so I might as well pay them to do that.
Hell no.
They probably won't even do that right. Shit.
Hell no, they won't.
They probably won't even do that right. Shit. Anyway. Chilling in the basement. I might scroll way too far up. So let me start off here with where am I gonna start? I'm gonna come up with strategy for this shit. I'm gonna start off here with C-Dub. He says, "Yo, stop with the live action except for Spider-Man. Focus on the animated Spider-Man, bro. You're damn good at the animated shit in video games."
True.
And are they, bro? Here's the thing.
Are they even that great with the video games though?
Are they even that great with the video games, or is that just all we got? Nah, I'm not gonna hold.
Fight combat is pretty good. So,
I'm gonna be real. I absolutely was enamored with that fucking story of Kraven the Hunter and the Venom combo. The Kraven and the Hunter and Venom combo of that story was amazing.
Yeah.
That was fire. It felt like a movie. My only gripe with that is just how long it's taking for these updates. That's my only gripe with that game. Is how long it's taking for the updates, and I have a gripe with the suits. The suits are trash. Like I don't think it gets enough out there that the suits are trash. To be real, I don't need all those suits. Give me fire suits. I don't need to have. It felt like they're giving us suits in that game, just for the sake of giving us suits.
Yeah,
just for the sake of being like we got a whole bunch of suits. But all those suits in there, I like the Easter egg ones. Give me all the Easter egg ones, but don't give me them motherfucking DLC suits that you gave us. The motherfucking those 5 suits that they gave us. Those suits should have been a Madam Web type of shit, right, bro? Those are Madam Web quality 100%. Suits that they had on that motherfucking $10 version, 100%. The $10 extra version of that game that you didn't get the first time you got it because they fucked up on your shit too. Like, don't do that. Don't do that shit, bro. Don't do that shit, bro. Release the shits. Release the shits. Look, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do to tie this shit into Across the Spider-Verse. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited to see that they got their minds working on the animated and game side. But it's crazy to me that you can tie a game into Across the Spider-Verse, but you can't tie a fucking movie into Across the Spider-Verse. That shit beyond me, bro. That shit is beyond me. We're getting 2 movies. We're getting 2 movies that can't tie into another movie, but we can get a game that ties into a movie, though. Look, that's it. But look, you're completely right, C-Dub. Dan the Man says, please understand that the reason that they can't make the Amazing Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man 4 with Tobey is because Sony has a non-compete clause with Marvel. Otherwise, they would have been had that. Look, if that's the case, then stop making live other shit. Stop making live action on your own shit, bro.
I mean, technically, I feel like that still doesn't really Madam Web would technically be a compete.
No, because it doesn't have a Spider-Man in. That might explain why there's no Spider-Man in these movies. So if that's the case, and I don't know if that's really the case, and I'm just going off what Dan the Man told me. Dan the Man. So I'm gonna just go off what the man told me. I seen Dan the Man over there in that Shay Sharp video. I seen him in the chat over there. Look, I'm gonna take his word for it. All I'm saying is, Dan the Man. If that's the truth, then that makes sense. But if that's the case, don't make live action movies then. Because you fucked yourself up with that non-compete clause in your contract anyway, Sony. You fucked your own self up with that. So, hey, you got to either enjoy the bed that you in or hop out of that bed and make your own one. I really just kind of at this point, if they're not going to stop making live-action movies, like I said, just leave the MCU alone. Just go back to what you was doing and fall on your face. And then when Disney, because I saw somebody else say, I think it was Nerd Mafia, say Disney should buy Sony. Disney ain't in no position to buy Sony.
No.
Yo, we even got Mike Porter in the building. I'm not even down to that part of the chat, but I got 2 chats up. We even got Mike Porter in the building saying Madam Lame.
Madam Lame?
Stop the fucking world, bro. Woo! Stop the fucking world. Mike Porter has even said, Madam Lame. Come on, dog.
What's up,
Come on, dog.
Wow, I was about to say, what's up, madam? What's up, Mike Porter?
Schilling
Welcome.
Porter ain't shilling right now. Just think about that. Just think about that. Whew, that one right there made me stand up. Mike coming in with a W chat. What's going on, Mike, man? Mike, one of my favorite people in the chat. Then we got Brooke saying, no, I think Sony just stick to purely animated films for the time being and for the end of eternity, bro. Ray Palpatine says, this may be the year Sony throws in the towel on live action. It's not. It's not.
It's not.
And here's the thing. I don't see how you can sit on the board of Sony and let people stay in their position. I mean, but then again, we've seen Kathy Kennedy stay in her position. Are people just afraid to fire these women? Now I don't want to take that conversation, but are people afraid to pull that trigger? I mean, I'm gonna be real. I wish there was more like NFL head coaches. I wish there was more like NFL GMs.
Me too, man. They fired the 49ers defensive defensive coordinator?
Hey,
they got to the Super Bowl. He's fired. 2
bad seasons, you get axed. And to be real, that defense was the reason why they got to the fucking Super Bowl in the first place. Maybe not the whole season. It wasn't reason for the season like Jesus is, but it was the reason why they got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the last 2 games.
The game before the play,
fucking giving it up to everybody. So.
And dog, you see what he did to Patrick Mahomes. Everybody was thinking that game was gonna be 43 to 34, some type of shit like that. He held it down there, but we ain't going there. This is no though. I think he said that already. Nerd Mafia said, "Imagine what Feige could do with Spider-Man characters. Imagine what." Actually, I don't even want to give him that much credit because I got to see what he does with these X-Men and Fox characters, and with the X-Men and these Fox characters that he got in, bro. I want to imagine it, but he taking too long to give us what we want. They tell me we got the Sony characters today. It'd probably take us about a good, 10 years before we see Miles Morales.
He's taking a minute, but I will say he at least has a better
he has a plan. I'm just fucking with him. C-Dub taking a page out of this was something that Josh said over there that didn't nurse out there. He says, look, there's a reason why Zaslav and WB shelved Batwoman. Look at what we're saying about Sony. It hurts the brand IP to have your prize IP mixed in with trash-sized movies.
But that's the thing, man. It's not even hurting their brand.
It's hurting their brand. It's hurting Marvel's worse.
It's hurting Marvel because that's what Marvel centers on.
But any
Sony
educated
has other things they can do.
But any educated viewer is hurting their brand, bro. It's at least hurting their movie brand. It's at least hurting their movie brand. But maybe not. You know what? Maybe people don't even know that Sony out here making movies because you just say it's a Marvel movie. So you know what, Justin, you may have a point. You might have a point though. Everyone start watching for the asteroid. Fuck the asteroid. We're talking about Madam Web right now. Fuck all that shit, bro. I wanted to see the movie, but the whole world said nah. Go, nah, Mike. Nah, Mike. Life too short for you not to go see that movie, bro. Just go see it.
Nah, Mike. If you want to see it, go see it. Definitely let us know what you think. But go see it.
So yeah, man.
If you want.
That's the truth of the matter is that it's been bullshit. But at the end of the day, as much as we talk about it hurting Marvel's brand, as much as we talk about it getting down there, Kevin Feige out here trying to play chess. He's trying his best. He's trying his best to play defense against this movie. Is Kevin Feige really trying to cover this shit up? Because look, we're about to go here. We're about to go over here, and we're about to take a gander at something that's taking the internet by storm today. That nobody expecting. That I was at work, and all of a sudden I get dings on my phone. This is why.
Series finale of X-Men next Saturday morning. Check your local listings.
I'm grateful to have the chance to say goodbye. I am proud of you all, my X-Men.
Fate lies in our hands now. Now.
We have to stay vigilant. The professor entrusted us with his dream.
No matter how dark it is, we must believe in each other.
This is dope.
We get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, bub. Keep buzzing in my ear.
Heads up!
That music slaps.
To me, my X-Men. Magneto.
The last will and testament of Charles Xavier. Everything he built now belongs to me.
Look, now let's be real. That shit slap. And can I be honest here? Let me turn your mic back up, Justin. Justin, what year were you born?
96.
I was born in 93. Ain't no way all these people out here to be simping for this shit actually watch this shit. Look, I'm gonna be real. You go into any chat right now, people talk about. Did you watch X-Men 95? Like when like the OG shit? I never. I'm gonna be real. I didn't see that shit. I'm going back to rewatch it, and I have no problem saying I didn't see it because that shit was old. Like that shit was over by the time I turned 5, bro. That shit was over by the time I turned 5, dog. X-Men 92, my bad. Yeah, X-Men 92. So, bro, yeah, I do need to thank you. Thank you, Nerd Mafia. Somebody in here would tell me to turn it down. Thank you. So I'm gonna be real. Like I can't be in here and act like everybody else would be acting in the chat being like, I'm so excited because I've been hyped for this the whole time because like X-Men 95 was so dope. I mean, X-Men 92 was so dope or whatever, right? Bro, it's just like seeing Michael Jordan play in his prime. I ain't see that shit because I'm too young, and I'm not gonna act like I saw that shit. So at the end of the day, I know I haven't taken the time to go back and rewatch it yet, but I am because I want to be hip to what's going on. Now watch Wolverine and the X-Men trailer. I'll watch that in a second. So yeah, like Justin, I was hyped because we was getting an X-Men animated series, and I absolutely love like animation from Disney, from Marvel. I love What If. Like What If to me is the best Marvel show that's come out. You know what I mean? I love Bad Batch. Like I like those shows. So when you was telling me like we was getting a Fox X-Men or we was getting an X-Men 90 X-Men 97 coming out. It's a continuation of the X-Men 92 series. Thank you, Trev. Yeah, I was hella hyped for that shit. You know what I mean? I see it's coming out. Not because of what they did in the 92 series, but because of what they could do with this. Now look, so with that being said, I'm not attached to what the scene to like, you know, the animation style. I've seen a little bit of it to know what Wolverine sounds like, you know what I mean? But when I see shots like this, when I see shots like this, you know what I mean? Like when they were just scrolling through these shots right here, and I'm gonna put this on mute. When they were scrolling through like the fast-paced shots and reels, this thing looks amazing, bro. Like I like the animation style, I like the way it's looking, and I'm ready to dive into it, bro. I'm ready to go put my feet all up in this series and really be excited for what they're gonna do with the X-Men in this series and how it could tie into the multiverse and what they're doing. Like I don't feel like they're just bringing this back for kicks and giggles. I don't feel like they're just bringing this back so the kids can have something to watch. I feel like they're bringing this back because they're doing something with the multiverse, and we will see versions of these characters in live action at least sometime.
The funny part is too, as I saw a little part in there, a little when you were scrolling through.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a scene from one of Josh's comics, his new comic. It looked like he kind of was like sampling that one of those parts from it.
It probably does because it had a huge influence on
yeah, exactly,
on people of their old age, right? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, one thing I do hate, I hate fake rage. I hate fake love. I do feel like, and maybe I'll get some flack for this. Maybe some other people have, but I don't want to put words in other people's mouth. But I do feel like there's a lot of fake love for the Fox X-Men, and that's not to say that it's not good. I'm just saying it seems like everybody and their mama saying they watch this shit, and I know everybody and their mama didn't.
I think it's a nostalgic thing too, though.
But you gotta watch it for it to be nostalgic.
But like like these feel like old style cartoons. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that were like, this feels like we're getting on that Saturday where Static Shock just came off.
Mm-hmm. Not like, yeah. And
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even
what it
know.
feels
I don't
like.
even know if Static Shock was running when I watched it, but I know that I spent time in the beauty salon. I was watching more so Disney shit in the beauty salon when my mom was getting her hair done on Saturday mornings. Because that's where I spent my time on Saturday mornings in the beauty salon with my mom's, and they had the TV in there, and that's why I ended up watching all my shits. But at the end of the day, I'm not even going to act like I was old enough to remember what I was watching.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I can't remember anything.
I can't.
If you ask me anything about this X-Men, well, the first one, I couldn't tell you because I don't remember. But yeah.
So yeah, I mean, anybody older than me, and you know what I mean, anybody older than me, I will give you the benefit of the doubt to say you actually watch this shit and you have something to hold on to. But for people, you got 25-year-olds, 21-year-olds out here acting like, oh, I'm so hyped for this show because it can't because of X-Men '92, like they continuing that story. I loved it, dog. Did you really? But anyway, with that being said, I'm taking the word of Mr. Griffin. I'm taking the word of Trev. I'm taking the word of Cyber Costa in the building. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like I'm taking y'all's word when y'all say that shit was good. Now look, people know what they're talking about. Like Trevor said, that show had a big drop off in the last season. I think I saw Trev up there. What was another comment Trev said? He said it was okay, right? From what I've seen from the show so far, I watched like 2-3 episodes because I try to get my kids into it. It seems to be okay. You know what I mean? Like I still got to dive into it, still got to get further into the story, but it just seems to be okay. That being said, get that gripe out of the way because, you know, I'm just in the motherfucking kind of just, I guess, one of them days, one of them moves, so I'm just like, you know, snapping on everybody. But all that being said, I am extremely excited for this series. I am extremely excited to get Disney's take on the X-Men. Now, somebody in the chat, or Justin, even if you know, if they're bringing in some of the same writers, like if they're taking steps to maybe make sure that this has some of the same feel as a movie. I know it's supposed to be continuation, like straight on continuation, from what I understand, and making it look like Charles Xavier died. From what I understand, he didn't die. Okay, Trev, you get your wish.
I don't know.
You get your wish. Wolverine and the X-Men trailer. Trev gets his wish. Wolverine and the X-Men trailer. Look, if you put something in there, damn. Look, that's what Nerd Mafia said he died in the finale, but according to people from the stream I watched earlier today, he ain't died in the finale. So look, here we go. I'm getting to it. The audio's not there yet, I know.
What's wrong?
Now this is X-Men and Wolverine and the X-Men trailer.
Charles.
Jean? What's wrong? Jean!
What happened? The explosion was indeed centered on Charles's position, so he was the likely target.
That's interesting. Okay.
Mutants are a danger to us all.
Fuck, bro. I need to
They're
go
waging
rewatch this
war
stuff.
on us, people. It's time we fight back. Freeze!
When the Brotherhood leaves a message, it ain't a note on the door.
I can find Professor Xavier for you.
Where is he?
Genosha.
Damn, Mike, I'm weak.
Created a homeland for us all. It's just the beginning.
You know what? You know what, Mike? You know what, Mike? That's probably not a bad answer.
Who's got the professor? Now, are you in?
Wolverine's more desperate than I thought.
And she is temporary.
Trev, at some point you got to put in there why you wanted to watch this trailer.
A man with metal bones should have more sense than to break into my house.
We're not looking for trouble. We just came for Charles.
He appeared on my island 1 week ago. Charles is a dear friend.
Okay, similar premise as the new X-Men. Okay.
More like keeping an eye on him.
But instead it'll be Cyclops leading. Instead it'll be Cyclops leading the way. Look. At the end of the day, I'm excited to see what they do with this. Now, shit, my bad, Justin. Justin, is there any way possible? Let's pull this back up here. And let me turn down this. Look, let me turn down this so I don't get no echo in it, bit. Is there any way possible? You see how Beast look? Let's be real. Beast right here looks a lot very comic book accurate to the Beast we saw in Ms. Marvel. Everybody talked about how they didn't like how in Captain Marvel 2, everybody talks about how they didn't like, how he looked or whatever.
Yeah.
Jean is pregnant. That's crazy. Who's the daddy?
I did see
Wolverine or
that.
Cyclops?
Cyclops.
I know,
want
man.
to say
I'm just
they were
joking.
making out earlier, right?
Wolverine just thirsty. Hey, but look. So you see how he's looking here? He looks very, very accurate to how he looked at the end of the Marvels.
Yeah.
Wolverine. Very, very, and I know the like the whole purpose of Deadpool and him having this suit is making the comic accurate. But let's be real here, he's getting this suit too. Could this be tying in to actual live action? That's what I want to get at. Could this be tying into what we could be seeing with Deadpool? There is coming out this year on the 20th. It's coming out this year, March 20th. Could it be tying into that? Could it be tying into the I think it's the 838. Look, Charles Xavier got the same chair in the 838. You know what I mean? Like, this stuff is continuing. Like, we can't act like we haven't seen Beast look the exact same. We can't act like we haven't seen Charles Xavier in the exact same chair with the theme of that music playing when he pulled out, with the theme of that show playing when he pulled out in that bit. Now, it's going to take some mental gymnastics to get the rest of the MCU involved in this, right? Like, again, I haven't seen the Fox X-Men 92 show, so I don't necessarily know what the outside of the X-Men world looks like, right? But if you look at it on the just simple side of it, these people could have came in later. Like, the rest of the universe could have came in after 1992. This stuff could have just eventually changed. You know what I mean? There's ways that they can make it work. All that to say, there has to be a way they tie this into live action. I feel like you don't give this to us if we don't. Because if we think about what they're doing with Captain Carter, we're thinking about what they're doing with What If, I expect to see the Watcher in live action. You know what I mean? Like, some of the stuff that's going down in What If, it has live action implications because they're tied to that universe. If this is in any way tied to the universe, I would love this to be a way for them, animation to be a way for them to expand what goes down in the 838. And that's something that I've been asking for and kind of begging for a little bit, right? Because Spider-Man freshman year, could that be in the 838? Like, we're getting these
you're cooking right now.
Yeah, like, we're getting these other things in the 838. Now, do you think Binary landed in the 838? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong here. But isn't Binary just an alternate form of Monica Rambeau or something like that, right? Like, wasn't Binary or something just like another, like, you had that Captain Marvel or something, and then you had Binary, right? Or am I tripping? When Binary connected, 'cause I'm not hip to Binary. I'm not hip to Binary at all. I'm not really hip to Binary at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's connected to that. So to me, there's a reason A for Binary to be showing up, because you had what happened in Multiverse of Madness. All right. Binary is Captain Marvel. Thank you. So at the end of the day, there's a connection because you have something that explains that transformation into Binary. So let's not ignore these clues. I think the easy thing to do is say no. But let's not ignore the clues that in Multiverse of Madness, we get Charles Xavier for the first ever time in live action in a show accurate chair. They play the theme of that show in that movie. Let's not ignore the fact that Beast looks exactly like this beastly motherfucker to the right over here at the end of Captain Marvel 2. Let's not ignore the fact that finally Hugh Jackman is getting a suit that looks just like this X-Men suit. So look, I'm not saying it's completely the case, but when things add up and when you look at it, you can't rule that shit out. You can't look at me when I say that and be like, nah, ain't no way, bro. What's up, Carl? You can't look at it and be like, nah, ain't no way. Because it's too much juice for it to be the case. Am I tripping, Justin? Or is it,
No,
if we're looking
because
at those
they're very
three
meticulous,
things,
bro.
They don't do shit by mistake, bro.
No,
They don't do shit by accident. So to me, it makes, when you consider even the fact that binary is there and people dispute the fact that he ruled into the 838. People dispute that fact that that at the end of Captain Marvel 2 that ended in the 838. Dog. You telling me that Captain Marvel and Binary are connected, and that in universe Captain Marvel dies, and then we get Binary pop up? I'm gonna be real.
Honestly,
I'm gonna be
like,
real.
There's so much stuff that adds up, man. For them to just be, they have too much of a track record of putting shit together to make sense later. For this just not to just be a coincidence this time.
Oh, Dan, you're gonna go see One Love? That's what's up, man. I have fun in that movie, bro. Look, it's good seeing you in here too. Who else popped up in here? Carl popped up in the building. What's up, Carl? To me, you can't discount it, dog. You can't discount the fact that this could be the 838. That they could be connecting this to the 838, bro. And you want to say something like, oh, what about the other superheroes? Dog, when we see the 838, Rogue has Captain Marvel's powers in the animated universe. But, bro, that's Captain Marvel's in the animated universe? Okay, well, that might kill it. It could very well kill it. But actually, there's ways they can work around that shit, too. Like I said, I haven't seen the Fox X-Men. I haven't seen the X-Men 92 series. So there's, but at the end of the day, that's something that they be willing to overlook to make this work. And all I'm saying, I'm reading your chats and I'm remembering them. And I'm not saying this is in fact. I'm not saying this is indeed that it is fact. It's just a theory, bro. But there's too much juice to just dismiss it. There's too much juice to just be like, no. There's not. And it would behoove them to create a universe if they're doing the shit to where it's falling apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I don't know. It's just they're smarter than this. So
yeah. Like, I'm remembering all Carl, Dan the Man, Nerd Mafia. I'm remembering that shit. I'm damn sure remembering it. But let's not act like they can't retcon shit. Let's not act like they can't say, by the way, this shit back like at the end of the X-Men series, at the end of this X-Men 97 series, we see some different shit that introduces them to the multiverse. And then all of a sudden you start taking off and that's how it explains how the 838 gets to what it is. I'm just saying. Chilling. I'm remembering that. Hey, I'm remembering that. And look, y'all can say y'all remember what I'm saying too. I'm not even saying it's 100% the case. I'm saying it's a possibility. I'm pointing at y'all who's saying that this ain't a possibility. Y'all are saying that this is no way going to happen. So I'm letting that be on y'all. See me, I'm like 40%, 35% that this is the case. I don't even 100% believe in that shit. I'm not 100% sold that this is the 838. But I'm saying, dog. But I'm saying, how does Professor X debunk it? How does Professor X debunk this? Let me know, because I've never watched the Fox 92 series. I'm just going off the things that I know about the Fox 92 series. Let me see what Trev said, because Trev is not, all right, now we got Mr. Griffin. All right, you know what? Justin left, so I ain't have no backup. Justin was gone, so I ain't even had no backup on this left now, but Justin's back. All I'm saying is, bro, if you
this is crazy.
Bro, this one, if you're less than 50% chilling, I love you. I'm about to go on a rant. If you're saying I'm less than 50%, bro, then don't say it. Do you think New Rock Stars is 100% on their theories? Do you think, who else come out here, man? Cosmic Wonder, you think he would come out here on these theories and think he's 100% on them bitches? It's a theory. It's a possibility. The whole point of it is this could be it. Now, let me ask you this. If that's the case, why else would they go so hard on playing the Fox X-Men 97 theme when Professor X comes out? Explain that.
They do everything for a reason.
Explain
guys.
that. Guys, look, y'all are out there saying it's 100% no chance. Put this in the chat. Why else would they play the 97 series theme song when he came out? You got a whole bunch of other Fox X-Men properties. You got a whole bunch of Fox X-Men properties that are out there. Why else would they play it? Just answer me that. Put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. Fan service? Really? There's other ways you can do fan service. It would have been more fan. Hey, dog, can I just throw something out there with you? It would have been more fan servicey for him to come out in the actual Fox X-Men, in the Fox X-Men wheelchair than it would have 92 wheelchair.
Yeah.
It would have been It would have been more fan servicey for that. It would have been more fan servicey to play on a theme from whatever thing was out there from the 2002 from the OG X-Men shit. It would have been more fan servicey to play on that shit, right? You think they don't have the same theme song in more than one universe? Look, I'm gonna get off of this shit. I'm just saying. There's a chance that it could be it. And if it is, and if one day it does come around to say, you know what, they did have it in that series too. They did have it in that series too. I will give it that. And I'm choosing to omit that bitch. I'm choosing to omit that that's the case. That we got it in Miss Marvel. I'm choosing to just ignore that. I'm not even seeing that comment. That comment is John Cena to me because I can't see that bitch. That one either. Don't y'all think something's going to happen to Wolverine in this universe like it's all connected? Y'all don't think something's going to happen to Wolverine in this universe like it's all connected? Hey. So then let me ask you this. If it's not the 838, do y'all think that we can see these characters in live action? Chat, do you think these characters could come into, like, this could tie into Deadpool or this could tie into anything else live action? Let me ask y'all that. Or do you think it's just going to be contained to itself? So you do think it'll be live action? Okay, versions of them being live action? Well, let me tell you something. The fact that y'all can say that and rule out the possibility that the 838 is tied into this, I'm like, it's baffling me. Like, it is baffling me that y'all ruling out.
That would coincide and help.
Okay, at least Dan is saying it's 100% self-contained. At least, Dan, thank you for sticking to your shits, bro. Thank you for sticking to your shits. I'm telling you, it's going to be Wild 97, all animated, Multiverse 97. They will be animated in live action setting if they do it. I pray to God it's not. I don't want no Roger Rabbit type shit. Carl Richardson said 99. 99 won't do. What they saying that gospel song, 99 and a half won't do, bro?
Yeah.
Look, you either going to stick to that shit or you not. Be Dan the man. In a world full of Carls, be Dan the man. In a world full of green barrels, be Dan the man. Shit. That's all I'm getting at, bro. It's 100% a possibility that this is. Thank you, Carl. You 100% write it down. Where's the pen? Where's my fucking pen?
You're about to write it down.
I'm about to pull up Google Docs or some shit and write down all of this shit. Damn, what's unplugged here?
It's kind of crazy to me that we're really out here acting like they don't
do shit on purpose, bro.
Like they don't do stuff on purpose.
Like they don't do shit on purpose, bro. And dog, this shit happened in 97. When we pull up the Multiverse of Madness, that shit's in the 2020s, dog. That's enough time for all these superheroes to pop out the woodworks, dog.
It is, man. Like, it's kind of crazy to me.
It's kind of crazy, bro.
What are we doing?
It's not even kind of crazy. It's hella crazy just to rule it off. Like I'm saying. I'm not saying you got to agree with me. I'm not saying you got to even be more than 50% on it. But it just be like, hell no, ain't no way, ain't no how. To me, it's ridiculous. Bro, 30 years is enough time for Captain Marvel to get her powers back from Rogue. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Does Charles die again in the 2020s? Charles does die every time you see Charles on screen, bro.
Honestly, true.
Charles might not even be dead in the MCU, in that universe, in the Multiverse of Madness universe. He might not even be dead, dog. Because you know what? They had that time stone. Like everybody say, there's ways they can bring all the motherfuckers back. But either way, I'm gonna leave that there where it may be. I just got the names written down that I needed. You, I think I got you and you and you and you and you on here written down. Of course, there's going to be more than that. Of course, there is going to be more than the 838 and the 616, bro. But don't you just? I'm just going to put 2 and 2 together here. This ain't comics. Yeah, we're going to go to another multiverse, but you don't want to spend you don't want to dilute your shit with the multiverse. If you're going to build up another multiverse to make the Secret War shit actually work, there needs to be one, like, dominant alternate universe. There's going to be a 787. So, I mean, look, is there going to even be a 1610 universe? I don't even know if motherfucker Sony ruined it. Hey, is it even possible that the MCU said we're not going to do 1610 because of Sony?
Yeah, 100%. I'm sorry. Would you want to do that?
Would you want to do it? I don't know.
I wouldn't give them any of that type of satisfaction.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that shit. I wouldn't want to put that. I wouldn't want to do anything Sony fucking doing my shit. That's why this trailer dropped today. That's the only reason why we got this trailer. And granted, this is probably why this show is dropping on March the 20th, because that's probably at the same time that Madam Web going to be out of theaters.
Hopefully, unless Sony tries to re-release it.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's tell them to re-release it, and they'll do it. They'll fall for it again. They'll do it. They're idiots. They're gullible. But look, all that aside, and we're talking about going to the past here. Another thing that's going to the past is apparently the Fantastic Four. Theaters. I say theaters, bro. I don't say theaters. I say theaters. I don't say library. I say library. Fuck the bullshit. Whenever I had to be politically correct and whenever I'm at my job and had to be on my P's and Q's, it will be theater. It will be library. But amongst y'all, it's theaters. It's theaters.
The way it's tracking.
It might be another week. Hey, it might be, dog. It might just be only another week. Theaters. I love it. Theaters. I don't see theaters out of that. I see theaters. I don't see how you can put the H on that, Carl.
I just feel like it's extra. You're making it a longer word.
By saying theater? Or by saying theater?
Theater.
I don't know. Movie theater.
It sounds like a longer word.
Hey, bro. Theater. Theater sounds like it takes more work. Like, theater sounds like I just got to, like, rework my tongue in order to be like theater. But instead, I'd be like theaters, and it's cool. It just rolls out my tongue. Pause. But either way, look, Fantastic Foe. If you want to play a game of what don't match, it's clearly Pedro Pascal. Do we need to say much about this shit? I mean, look, everything about this, if you look at this photo from left to right, I don't even know if there's a way I can pull that off. It's not. If you look at this photo from left to right, this is an amazing photo.
It's really cool.
You got the robot right here. You go to the left. You got Ben Grimm. They say, "Oh, this is Ben Grimm right here." You got Ben Grimm on the side here, but you got Ben Grimm right here. But this is what he looked like. So that's Ben Grimm, and that's a good way to get an eye to the actual actor. And what date is X-Men 97? It's March 20th. And then you continue to go here. You got the little Nixon. You got the Nixon. Not the Nixon. The Lyndon B. Johnson reference right there. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool to signal the time, to signal the dates. And then you continue to go on, and you got John. You got the Storm right here. You got Sue Storm right there, looking all Sue Stormish and shit. Beautiful, like it's a team. It's like when you read the comics, this is the type of vibes that you have in the in the tower, right? And then you get here, the Pedro, orange tinted Pascal. Dog. I wasn't negative, like I wasn't off on Pedro Pascal, but this right here really like brings me cause for concern.
Like my problem is like why doesn't he like? Can we just shave? Just shave.
I know you were talking about the stash.
It's the stash. It throws me off, man. I don't like. It's just like it's another Pedro movie. That's what it shows. The stash gots to go.
I'm gonna be real. They could have pulled the beard look off better. Now the beard look doesn't give Valentine's Day, right? Like the beard look doesn't give Valentine's Day. It doesn't give that. But here, bro, look, I'm gonna be real, dog. They don't even. My man's looking fat in this bitch. Like they didn't even slim him down in the picture, bro. Like I never picture Reed Richards as somebody with a dead bod, with a gut. I don't even want to say dead bod because I'm a dad and I don't got that gut, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, he's not dad botted out. Like he got a little like.
No, he does not look elastic, bro. He does not look flexible in one piece.
He don't look elastic.
He does not look flexible in one piece. Now, like if anything that they could have done to so sell it, maybe I could have seen him like maybe be a little bit flexible. You know, maybe do a little bit of stretching. Maybe do a little bit stretching now, a little bit in that scene. Make him maybe that would have made it look better. But to be honest, I can't fuck with it. Nah,
I don't mind. Look, I have a different reasoning for not fucking with it.
What's your
reason,
reason, bro? What's the reason?
I don't like why are we going back in time again?
Look, I got a reason for that. I got something good for that. Dan the man says, to be fair, the Fantastic Four are going to be from the 60s, from an alternate Earth, so he can keep the stash. I don't even think they're going to be from an alternate Earth, bro. I'm going to go ahead and get into this theory. Dog. So.
Because, ease my mind about how this is stupid.
Here's how this shit could play out. How, you know what? Like, and I'm throwing this shit out there just based off what came out about my man Alex Perez saying study black holes. So what happened in the 60s was the launch into space, right? Everything that we're hearing about this movie is not, it's Doom ain't the main character and all this shit. To me, they're going out. Damn, I just pulled out a long piece of my wife's hair out of my beard, out of my goatee. That shit just distracted the fuck out of me. I'm sorry. But anyway, back to this theory. Look, I do think they're from the 616. I think there's a way that they can pull this off that they're from the 616, right? Like when you think about what went down around this time period is when they're just exploring space. You see him with the astronaut suit on. They're obviously space explorers, right? They go out and explore and go deeper into the depths of it. And it's even clear that Stephen Strange, that line about them charting in the 60s, that it's establishing that it's from the 16, it's establishing that they're in that time period. Now, if he even said that they charted, it even could be like they even try to cover up the fact that mission even happened. Now, if you roll with where I'm going and if you pick up what I'm putting down here, is that there is a theory out there, and I think it's very strong and certain, that this ain't the first iteration of the multiverse. That the multiverse that we're in right now, the universe that we're in right now, aside from what He Who Remains said, because I think He Who Remains was talking about something that happened in this universe. Aside from that, if you go back, the earliest point in the MCU that we know of right now is Arishem, right? Arishem talking about they created the universe. There was nothing. They created a universe there in the beginning of Eternals. Is that like there was nothing, and all of a sudden they brought light and brought life to the universe with the Celestials. And I think we've gotten into this a little bit before, and I think it's going to tie it in. So that's the earliest we know about that. Thanks to, I think, I forgot who I watched. Cosmic Wonder kind of pointed out that seems to be a lie. If you read Defenders Beyond, even in there, like there's iterations of the multiverse, iterations of the cosmos. I feel like we're probably in the second, or it could be in more than the second, right? This could be they could do like the comics and say we're in like the 7th or 8th, right? But you look at the fact that the Dark Elves mentioned that they came before the start of time, like before, like they came from darkness, from nothing, right? In Thor 2. So the Celestials, to me, weren't the only ones in that universe. So if you connect that to what Arishem said, if you connect the dots from what Arishem said, if you connect to the dots of what goes down in the comics of the Celestials fighting, and you got the first firmament, you got the aspirants. I don't even know how. The thing about reading comics, I don't know how to say the names all the time. I think it's like the aspirants, right?
Yeah.
It's what it's like ASIPRANTS. You got those folks out there. Um, like, a- aspirant sounds right. Okay, thank you, Trev.
I could. You're on your own with that one. I'll be
Hey.
honest.
So if you connect what happens in the comics, you connect what Airstrom says, you connect what Loki does at the opening scene, and I've never wanted to be on board with this until maybe about like the last 6 months, to like before Loki came out, and I was just watching more shits, and I kind of become a believer just about where we're heading. Yeah, fuck y'all. But if you dive into like, all right, that scene where we're pulling out of one universe and going into our own, right? And you see all this wreckage that goes down. Fuck it. You know what? You might. Oh no. Disney Plus. I'm gonna go to Disney Plus. I'm actually just gonna go to the shits, and I'm not gonna get us taken down because what you see is we're coming out of a different universe. We're coming out of what could be an old universe, what could be a destroyed universe, and coming into the coming into like the current multiverse that we're in. Damn, Trev, I need to get back to that comment that you just put in there. But I can't read your comments now. If you have comments like that, save them till after I'm done with the point, so then I can get back to them. But let's get here. And this is where we're gonna slow down the stream a little bit, and we're gonna really get into the shits here. Let me see. Turn this back down. And yes, I watch everything with the captions on it. All right, we're gonna do this and try not to get copy hit. All right, so we're coming out of this universe here. You see all these spaceships, and there's a theory that this ship right here is a ship that the Fantastic Four was on. But let's keep going. And you see that ship is actually coming out of this hole. So this could be what is a destroyed. You see how it kind of looks like what people would say what could have been a destroyed universe or a dead universe. Like it explodes, right? It dies and it comes back in and it's into a black hole. That's what happens there. My screen goes blacked out when I try to share Disney Plus. Maybe you should Google it.
Is it like a VPN?
No, it's not even a VPN. You just got to turn off like the HDR shit. You just got to turn off HDR unless you record. That's the shit that belongs. Nope, that shit belongs to the collector. How you know that, Mr. Griffin? Who said that? Anyway, look, we go out of this universe and come back in. The hardware acceleration. He knew us somehow. And then, all right, I can't let that play. And then we go into this universe here, right? So what I'm curious about is if this is a previous iteration of the multiverse and the Fantastic Four in the 60s go and explore the world, go and explore space, and somehow they get pulled and maybe reach the black hole, get pulled out of our universe and get pulled into the previous iteration of the previous iteration of the multiverse, right? And here's what I say about that. Because a while back, my man's Alex Perez, call him Spicy P if you want to. My man's, he out there with the Cosmic Circus doing his thing. He came out and said, study black holes for the Fantastic Four. I took that as meaning the Fantastic Four could be from that previous universe and could just come into, could be from the 60s in that previous universe and could come into our universe through that black hole, through that destroyed universe, after their universe gets destroyed. And you know how I feel about it, when they came, how I've been throwing those theories, if they come out of that destroyed universe, just you can bring in T'Challa through that, right? You can bring in T'Challa through that. I threw out that's how you can bring in Galactus through that, right? But to really kind of bring this together, let's say this. It's the 60s in the 616. This Reed Richards or whatever are looking out into the world. Who knows what they could be doing? Who knows what technology they could be using to power this deep space exploration? Because it turns out there was a lot more technology in the 40s and the 50s than what some would think, based on just what we saw in Captain America. Based on the fact that, they've been playing around with projects, they've been doing things with technology. S.H.I.E.L.D. was cooking, bro. The government was cooking.
True.
Reed Richards could have been cooking, bro. So this may be far-fetched, but if we're talking about studying black holes, if we're talking about where they've been, if this is set in the 60s and if this is the 616, how does that happen, right? And look, chill in the basement, Howard Stark. Does Howard Stark know read? He possibly could. And this is something you don't talk about because it's a sad, dark day, bro. It's something that you had to pull up the case files.
True.
So coming out of here, getting sucked out of time, and then getting sucked into this black hole. Now, where this theory does hit a bit of a loophole is what you find in that black hole, right? Like, do you find another Earth? Like, do you find like another present timeline? That's where this theory gets a little bit muddy. And to be real, I've just been working on like this aspect of this theory today. The previous aspect of my theory was that they just came from that previous universe as it was being destroyed and ended up surviving whatever celestial war happened, and they ended up getting sucked into this timeline. That was my previous iteration of this theory. But now I'm thinking like, yo, if they are indeed doing space exploration in the 60s, to me, it's no secret. I mean, to me, it's no coincidence that they have the spacesuit up there, right? To me, it's no coincidence they have the. So if we're looking at them going from the 60s, from the 616, getting pulled out, going into another black hole, going into the previous iteration of a destroyed, they could even step into this universe as the celestial war is going on, or as this universe is being destroyed. They could be experiencing that. That's something I'd be like kind of here to see a little bit, right? Now, here's the thing. This could explain when they leave that universe, like when that universe is destroyed and they come out. This could explain how Galactus follows them, because from what I understand in the comics, Galactus isn't from this iteration of the universe. Galactus is from the previous iteration of this universe. Galactus is one of those that survived and come into the previous iteration of the universe and came into here. So if they find a way to tie all of that together, I think that could be a valid explanation as to A, why the Fantastic Four hasn't been in our universe, and as to B, why a Fantastic Four that hasn't been in our universe and pops up now would care about. Let me wait for him to come back. That happens. It's ghetto in the underground. I get it. I'm going to wait for him to come back, though. He's going to have some shit to say when he comes back. I'm going to wait for him to come back. Is he coming back? That's the question. Because usually he just pop right back up. Oh, damn. He might not be coming back. But look, either way, I'll go ahead and continue. Is that just be a way to explain them missing, and then B, to explain why they care about him coming back. Oh, Justin is in the chat. Is that bad? Is that bad that he got in the chat? Justin's over it. Justin's mad. Look, all right, Justin, can you hear me?
Yeah,
okay.
I can hear you.
All right, look. Either way, my point that I was making before you disappeared is that look, them going away from our universe and going into another universe, and them coming out of that destroyed universe, coming into ours, is just the perfect way of explaining A, where the Fantastic Four has been this whole time, and B, why this Fantastic Four that hasn't been there this whole time gives a damn about our universe being destroyed. They care about it because it's their OG universe. Like, I know it's far-fetched, but there's a reason why. We're being told to study black holes. And one kind of question that I do have with this theory, and again, I poke holes in my own theories all the time, that is, if indeed like that universe had to be destroyed and the Celestials, like Arishem and them, won that celestial war and created our universe, then like, the chicken before the egg type shit, right? Like then if that's the case, then how are they coming from the current universe that we're in now and going back to the destroyed one, right? Like it's a chicken and the egg shit type shit like that. And I just can't find a way that this movie goes down without it being on some type of Earth. Or it could be just a cosmic story to where they're in, it's possibilities. But to me, that's a possibility, a way of explaining how they're in the 60s, how this could, like, what we're hearing about it being a little bit multiversal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one universe destroyed results in two universes being destroyed is what I got from the beginning. You got that from that beginning? I don't know. What I got from that beginning was that one universe being destroyed and then another one being created. And that leaves into a whole bunch of other interesting stuff that went down in the Defenders Beyond. Like when you think about eternity, we got eternity introduced to us. Eternity is a living embodiment of the multiverse. The whole point of there's something called the Eternity Watch. I feel like that, like as much as we don't want to think about Thor 4, like the head says outside of eternity could be that form of the Eternity Watch, that's there to protect eternity. So it's just, to me,
maybe what Carl said too.
Maybe it would just be in a Wanda Hex world. I don't like that
because remember there's a in the WandaVision show there's a whiteboard,
mm-hmm.
and they had a Fantastic Four on the whiteboard
in the show.
Yeah,
I don't.
So maybe that does correlate with something.
I don't remember that. Oh, I'm gonna go look it up though.
I forgot what episode, but is right when Monica Rambeau gets out of the hex,
mm-hmm.
and she's talking. I think they're like kind of debriefing her and going over.
But see, I thought the only Easter egg that they had in that was like
4 in that.
You see, I thought the only Easter egg that they had for that was she mentioned like an engineer or something, and
she did, but that ended up being nothing. But there was on a whiteboard on the whiteboard there was a literally a 4 Fantastic Four basically.
I'm gonna have to go back and see that because I feel like if I'm not saying it lying, but I don't see it. Actually, I feel like if that was the case and I Googled it, it'd come up. I don't know, bro. I gotta go look that one up. I gotta go look that one up, Justin.
Continue what you're saying. I'm gonna look.
Look. I'm done there. That's why we all thought Reed was the engineer. Carl says it was there, so maybe it's there.
Yeah.
Went to black holes in such close proximity. Look, Mr. Griffin, we don't even know if they're that close. We don't even know if they're that close in like actual space and time, and that's maybe a little bit. Look, at the end of the day, you need a way to explain why they're not from the 616, and then 2, why they would even care. I mean, you need to explain the way why they wouldn't pop up in the 616, and then 2, why they care about what's going on in our universe anyway. So that's just that's my theory of explaining how it could be in the 60s. I just want to throw that out there, just to put it out there. It's like a you heard it first type shit. So if anybody else says it, I said it first. And the 14 people here know that I said it.
You were first.
Justin, let me know what you think just about the whole 60s stuff. Like, how does that sit with you?
I don't like it. I'm tired. I don't know why we keep having this infatuation of going back in the past on a lot of these movies that we're going into. Maybe I'm capping a little bit because I can't think of them off the top. But I just don't know why we can't have it modern. You know what I mean? It's kind of annoying.
Yeah. I feel you. It is kind of. Hold up. That was episode 4, right?
It's 5.
It's 5? Okay. I'm going back to it.
I'm literally looking right now.
I don't know how. Bro, there got to be some type of shit. Because that should have been the biggest Easter egg in the world. To remember off of that shit. And the only Easter egg I remember referring to the Fantastic Four was people thinking that the engineer was Reed. But I'm here now. And it's the whiteboard right here.
Yeah, I'm on it right now, too.
I see 4TR. I see a circle with an S in it. Monica's by Monica
Am I
Fine Ass.
tripping?
Yeah, Monica Fine Ass by the whiteboard. Do you just want me to go back and see Monica again? I think you just wanted me to go back and see Monica again. I think Justin just wanted me to wanted me to just get thirsty.
No, I swear it's in there. Hold on.
Justin, if you say it's there, bro.
Okay, I'm not going real quick though.
Uh-huh.
What is it? Caitlin Dunnings?
Kat Dennings.
Kat Dennings.
Look, don't try to clean this up with no thirstiness, bro. If it's there, it's there. Don't try to clean it up with no thirstiness, bro. My man just look. I ain't had Monica Rambeau on my mind all day. He gonna have me go back. And he gonna have me go back and pull her. See, there's something about this, a naturally beautiful looking black woman.
Here,
Something about a naturally beautiful looking black woman that's got no, just natural. Anyway, let me get her off the screen here.
Mike Porter, I love you, bro, but I'm just tired of seeing movies go back to the 60s,
Yeah, I think, but look, the only way that I'm down for it being in the 60s is if they do what I said. Like, if they find a way to be like, they got this place, not just out of time, not in the quantum realm, but if they use it to explain lore about, the MCU, where we're headed to Secret Wars, like a whole multiverse going through a celestial war type shit. If they use that I would trade away them being from the 60s. And to me, that makes sense for them not being in this universe. Like, not having any mention in this universe other than Doctor Strange saying they charted in the 60s. So look, I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what y'all think about this here, that theory. Because like I said, this theory originally started from me thinking that they will be coming from that destroyed universe. In that destroyed universe, they would have survived that and came into our universe, and would have brought in Reed. You know what I mean? Would have brought in Galactus, right? Like they would have brought Galactus in with them, like they did in the comics, bringing him to this iteration of the cosmos. And for real, for them to have the knowledge of what goes down, like with this whole cycle of universes being destroyed. Like, there's a whole reason and a whole cycle that's why universes are being destroyed, that's why they try to protect eternity, because really it's a war for eternity. Really, it's like if eternity became sentient and died, eternity wanted to experience life, and that's how one of the universes died. It's seriously that type of thing that goes down with eternity in the comics. So if they can tap into that and explain the stakes and raise the stakes of what's happening in the MCU, and in the multiverse saga, and then even further to the next step, to put the onus on Loki and to put the onus on everybody who's going to fight like tooth and nail to keep this iteration of the multiverse alive, only for this to continue to go on, like with the Defenders Beyond, for those rumored titles that we have out there for Eternity War, the rumored titles that we have out there for the Celestial War, right? Like, that sets that shit up in a way that, like, I think is Infinity War Endgame, Infinity Stone type level of setup, because a lot of people won't get that setup. Nerd people who read who read those comic book runs will get it, but a lot of people won't get the setup of like, oh shit, this is happening. This force that's here now, that's threatening us now, is here because these people didn't want to let this universe die, and we just ended up getting a soft reboot instead of a hard reboot type shit. So I don't know. That to me is one way that I like it. I don't know if Pedro can pull that out, bro. Pedro don't even look smart, dog.
Don't even look smart. It's crazy.
Does he? And I have not seen Pedro play a genius in any role. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Pedro is a gunslinger.
Fucking mustache, bro. That's it. Just lose the fucking mustache and we're good.
He's not losing the stash.
Okay, and maybe the theory came through because she says aerospace engineer, and then the four
TR thing. Yeah, maybe got that little conflicted. Yeah, I give you that, Justin. Look, I can't blame you. You made me go look at Monica, bro. So,
I mean, look, bro.
I take that as a dub any day.
Her and Kat Dennings, woo-wee.
Yeah.
I slept on her.
You slept on Kat?
Kat, bro.
I slept on it in Thor, but New Girls.
I slept on it in Thor,
but in New Girls.
Then there's this one episode in WandaVision.
Oh, that when she's dressed up in that suit. When she when she goes in and she's in that suit.
Yep. And then, dude, I follow her on Instagram too.
And Nerd Mafia says, I don't know, man. He looked weird as fuck without the mustache in Wonder Woman 24, Wonder Woman 84. That is true. He did look weird. I would just like the scarfy beard though. Like, I can see the Reed with the beard, but then again, back in the 60s, people ain't wear the beard. Back then, the 60s want that. And that's why you should see the Monica over Tesla every day, dog.
true.
I mean, I can't say that for everybody. That's just my preference. Tessa's a beautiful woman.
Tessa Thompson's a beautiful woman.
Tessa Thompson is an absolutely beautiful woman, but I prefer my coffee dark.
She's a baddie too.
I prefer my coffee dark. In that, you know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. Sue Storm for sure would be amazing. Sue Storm, Fantastic Four boss would still be amazing. Look, I pray to God that that's not the case. I need Reed to be leading this shit. Now, if they want to talk about like Sue in this movie driving the narrative around Reed, that could be fine. But I need Reed to take lead. I need Reed to be the one making the decisions, to be the one fucking up, to be the one leading us to where we are. I don't need Sue. Even Sue could be something that makes the mistake happen. You know what I mean? Even Sue, like if you think about what they did in Fantastic Four 2, with Sue having that connection with the Silver Surfer, like, you know, something to drive the movie, that's cool. But I'm going to be real. Vanessa is bigger than Pedro, though. That is true, but I mean, shit, you know how this shit go. You know how the story goes. And is she?
That is true.
Thank you,
I
Mafia. I was
would
about to
say
say, and is she? I don't know Vanessa. Again, I'm not. That's out of my culture. If less is nerdy shit, I could, to be honest, and not sound like that guy, but that's not in my wheelhouse of watching. So I don't. What has Vanessa Kirby been in?
Fantastic Four. Hobbs and Shaw was pretty big for her.
I didn't watch that.
She was in it though. She was pretty big for her.
Yeah, I haven't seen any movie that she's in.
I don't know if I'm kind of on that. I don't know if I'd put her above Pedro, but
especially after these last couple of years, especially in the nerd community.
Yeah, very. I would say Pedro has a little more pull.
A lot more pull in the community that's going to watch this movie.
I mean, he wears a fucking mask half the time, though. So, I mean,
but people know who Pedro is. Look, people knew. Look, first off, you have my man. People fought with him in Game of Thrones. That was my introduction to him in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, even that being said, right there, he has more pull for sure.
I fought with. You think about Mando. You know, he takes off the mask at the end. That's what people wanted to see. People want to see him take off the helmet. And then Last of Us, bro. Like, are we forgetting how big Last of Us got in our community? So, yeah, there's no doubt he's a good actor, but let's be real. I could see it. I could see John David Washington in this picture be looking more like Reed than Pedro. And, again, this picture is just a picture. It could just be very off-putting. But I'm going to be real. Vanessa was cast first. I don't care what they say. Nah. Pedro was in Narco?
He was in Narco, yeah.
Damn. Okay, Pedro. I watched Narco, but I don't remember him being in there. Who was he in Narco?
Don't ask me. I barely watched it. But, yeah, he was in Narco.
I'm going to be real, too. I thought Pedro Pascal's name was, like, Pietro. I think when I typed that to you earlier, like, we're going to be talking about him, and I ain't spelled Pedro. I thought it was, like, some weird spelling of Pedro. But nah, let me see. Pedro Narcos. Who's he in Narcos? Oh, he was the was he the agent? Javier Pena. That was him? Okay. Damn. Shit always going down in Texas. He was the agent. That's dope. He was a co-lead. Okay. He'll make it work. Might surprise. Look, I'm not going to write it off, Green Bear. I'm not going to write it off that he could be that guy to make it work. I'm not going to write that off. But I will say, just from that picture didn't do him justice. They ain't do him no favors in that picture. What y'all got going on over there, bro?
Yes, kidnapping.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But look, anyway, Justin, we about to get the fuck on up out of here. Anything else you want to touch on before we get out?
I don't know. The last thing I'll say about Pedro, I just need him to not have the mustache, bro.
The mustache is happening, man.
It's throwing me off.
The mustache is happening, man. Just like I would just much rather have Andrew Lincoln be Reed Richards. Just like I would much rather have Andrew Lincoln be Reed Richards. Because to me, like I've said before, Andrew Lincoln is like, who wouldn't want to see Rick Grimes people love to see that shit. Rick Grimes coming in to be the fantastic, like to be Reed Richards. He's far enough removed from Rick Grimes. Like to me, enough people are off of The Walking Dead for him to come up and be Rick Grimes. I would love for Andrew Lincoln. Shout out to Jacob Money because that shit put it on. Andrew Lincoln to me was a perfect cast.
You are just
look. I will shout that from the rooftops anytime I get a chance.
Oh yeah, we know.
Andrew Lincoln should have been Reed Richards. Like I don't care. That's my shit. That's my shit that I should have been on. I should have ride with it. John Krasinski was, look, to be real, Andrew Lincoln to me was seen better than John Krasinski. As much as I love John Krasinski, I watch The Office every night before I go to sleep. I just don't see a full movie as John Krasinski as Reed Richards.
I liked him as Reed Richards.
I liked him in that movie. No one complained. It was a cameo. I just needed to see more. But yeah, Chilling Basement. I know he's doing a spinoff, and I'm definitely gonna watch it. But it's just that people are detached from that franchise. Is what I was getting at. It's not like it's the biggest. It's not like it's the most watched TV program on TV anymore.
Honestly, bro, it's just franchise. Lose the stash, and I might be good.
I do need to watch the Tom Clancy stuff. Then my mind might be changed. You're right.
Yeah, just lose the stash, and we'll be good. Like I just can't do it with the stash. The stash gotta go.
Look like Nerd Mafia said though. You seen what he looked like without the stash in Wonder Woman.
I don't care, man. I don't care. Wonder Woman was a long time ago. It's an ass movie. We just don't need to talk about that.
That's true. So all that's what's going on, John. John doesn't come off as the smartest person in the room. That's what I'm saying. But neither does Pedro.
So Jay.
Neither does Pedro. Pedro doesn't come off to me as a smart guy. But we see him pull it off. And acting chops wise, it'll be cool. To me, the only thing that would stop me from really getting into it is just the look. Like it's really
the look for me already.
That's
really literally all I got to get past. And then the fact that we had Kevin Feige saying the cast is too vanilla, and it's like, all right, just shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up and give us our shits, bro. But look, all to say, let me ask you this: we talked about Madam Web for 30 minutes, but other than that, we talked about the casting. We talked about X-Men. I didn't even talk about them fluffing up the numbers with Deadpool, and did it really break records or did it not? All that to say, do you think all of this is really a big play so that we forget about Madam Web?
Yes, I definitely think Deadpool no, because they've had that planned out to go out in the Super Bowl for a long time.
It was just a perfect time, perfect storm, perfect time and shit.
But I mean, again, for there to be an article saying that like it's basically claiming it to Marvel, Madam Web, I think they had to. I think they had to put this out because Madam Web is a shitstorm. And I'm sorry, you don't want that on your books. So, yeah, I do think it was something kind of to ease the blow of something that's not even theirs. So
yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think it was definitely a way for them to just get away from that shit. You know what I mean? Like to take our minds off of that, to make the headlines be MCU shit and not whatever the fuck Sony got going on over there. So, and success it was. Now, curious what's coming out tomorrow. Yo, is something coming out tomorrow, Faggy? Is something coming out tomorrow? Look, and Bad Batch does come back out next week. We will be talking Star Wars next week. You know what I mean? Like Star Wars will be back in the fray because I'm excited for Bad Batch. I did see one dude put out a review on Bad Batch. He got to see like the first 8 episodes. Want to get me in on the channel, just to ask him, because he said some great things about the first 3 to 4 episodes and was like, it's cinematic. And he's like, it does slow down and it does get down to like by the 8th. He said, I think he said like the 6th or the 8th episode was the worst. But if you kick it off, by the way I've heard it be described, we're gonna have a good time. So look, with that being said, Justin, plug yourself.
Well, I'll be live tomorrow. Justified MF. Oh snap! Is tomorrow comedian night? I think it is. You gonna come? You gonna come through?
I might pull up. You getting on Apex tonight?
I might for a little bit.
I'm taking tomorrow off.
Sure.
Actually, I'm not coming through tomorrow. I'm not gonna be home.
Oh fuck!
Damn, who's gonna carry you?
What? If anything, space. It's not you. But anyways, like, don't listen to this guy, chat. What's up, Lou? How are you, man?
What up, Lou, man?
Yeah, we'll be live
Jay
tomorrow. We'll be talking some Marvel stuff. I'm sure we'll have some more pleasant reviews to look at for Madam Web. Yeah. But yeah, man, we'll be live tomorrow. Come chill, hang out. And then what else, man? I don't know.
What else is we'll be back here on Monday. We'll be back here on Monday with another dope stream talking about Bad Batch, getting somebody in the building, talk about Star Wars with us.
Yep, true. Join
So
the Discords.
we'll be hyped for that. We will not be talking about Madam Web no more. That's one thing for sure. Well, you know, we might, because the box office numbers will come out.
Ugh.
The box office numbers will come out. But at the end of the day, expect Monday to be a Star Wars stream. Expect Monday to be a heavy Star Wars stream unless we get some major MCU news. Other than that, yo, be on the lookout. Eventually, I'll drop a video. But other than that, we will see y'all.
Oh, I got a video coming out on Saturday, so
make sure you check it out. Look, Apex on the rebound, bro.
It actually is. This season's fire.
So. Apex is on the rebound.
Like, I feel bad because C-Dub wants me to play other games, and I want to as well. But C-Dub, I'm like addicted. Unfortunately, I am. We're gonna play some more Spider-Man in the mix soon. But like, I'm addicted.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. I'm not even at this point. I'm not even sure. Like, if I'm.
You're not even sure you want to play.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, I am also gonna try. Well, I own. What's that game called? Harry Potter, the Harry Potter game.
Yeah.
So I might try to jump back on that, but the thing is that game is just so long, bro. So I don't know.
Bro, the audience score is at 56. It's going down, Carl. It was at a 58.
It was at 59 earlier.
Yeah, it was at 58 when I started the stream. Might have been at 59 earlier. It was at 58 when I started the stream.
Jeez, bro.
And like I'm at the screen I got up right now that I ain't refreshed. It's got 57.
Dude, and they have fucking Craven right after this, bro. That's so stupid.
They're down bad. But either way, we about to get on out of here. Much love. Thank you for everybody for hanging out. Fuck with all y'all. Thank you for coming through. I will see y'all on Monday. Justin, can I kick some bars for him? Justin, can I kick some bars for him? Is it too late to kick some bars for him? Before I get out of here, can we get some bars for him? Hit hard, go slide on. Riding through this bitch saying fuck Madam Web. Looking at Sony like all this shit so dead. I'ma say it again. Bitch, fuck Madam Web. I'ma say it 3 times. Bitch, fuck Madam Web. I don't give a fuck if you go and watch that shit. Do you? But me and my crew, that's something we won't do. Riding and I'm macking and I'm slipping and I'm sliding. All these people hating and they straight riding. Got my fucking swag and all these people straight jocking. I'm like, damn, can I get my own time? Stop clocking, stop pot walking, stop pocket walking, stop cock riding, stop cock blocking. But either way, I make my money two sideways, parallel on the shit that's going straight to the bank. These two lanes will never touch, never intersect, but I'm making my money, get it right. Like I'm not, I never be. Damn, I slipped up on the floor, but I'ma get it right back, bring it right back. I love the way the guitar slap up on this beat and on this track, so I'ma cool back and sit back and think about all the things we used to do when we slide with the crew back in 1993 when I was coming out the womb. Been the realest since I was in the fucking scene. Been the realest now that I got Justin on the team. Being the realest now that we be going on the means. Like, damn, don't let me scream on the stream, but I might get mean and I might hit you with the love hook. But don't you ever put my ass on Facebook. But go ahead and look right and look left before you cross the street, before you cross me too. You don't want to meet. What the fuck we have in the motherfucking booth? We got the heat. We got the heat. Now take a fucking seat and listen to the fucking stream. Put it in your ears. Let it fucking sing like, damn, we out to another level. I fuck with beasts. So, damn. I fucked up the flow again, but I'm back again. Do the shit again. I'ma say the shit again. Fuck Madam Well. I'ma say the shit again. Fuck Madam Well.
Fuck it.
Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I be riding in my bucket, looking like a motherfucker that sing like Latoya Luckett. Damn. But let me slide on the ride, and we about to get up out of here. See y'all on the other side. Have a good weekend, y'all.
Peace.
Peace out. Sony ain't catching strays. They deserve that shit. If it was Sony right here, I would empty the clip. Now we gone. Yeah, that's a good one to end it on right there.
They deserve all the smoke.
They deserve every piece of smoke that's coming to them. Stop the beat. They deserve every piece of smoke that's coming to them. Anything we say about Sony, they deserve. Shout out to Sony though, because they know how to make a camera. They know how to make a PlayStation. They know how to make TVs. Maybe I don't got the Sony TV, but I give them credit on making TVs.
They do know how to make some good ass TVs. I ain't gonna lie.
But when it comes to this live action movie shit, what my man Big Crit say, fuck 'em.